TOS Television, your digital first Pan-Africa news network. I am Abigail Ukmade, and this is Africa Now. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the pro-Biafra group IPOB, speaking for the first time from detention since he was arrested in Kenya and brought back to Nigeria about 3 weeks ago to face treason trial, says he was held in solitary confinement and chained to a bare floor for 8 days in a nondescript private facility in Kenya. He is detained in the facility of Nigeria's secret police, the SSS, in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. Aloy Ejimako, Kanu's special counsel, says the people that abducted Kanu said they were told by their sponsors that Kanu was a Nigerian terrorist linked to the Islamic terrorists in Kenya, presumably Al-Shabaab. No warrant of arrest was shown to him or even mentioned to him, Kanu adds. To curb the unrest from South Africa's protest against Jacob Zuma's 15 months imprisonment, now in its 6th straight day, the government seeks to deploy around 25,000 troops, higher than the 2,500 troops earlier deployed. 72 people have died and more than 1,200 people arrested, according to official figures, in protests that swiftly turned violent. The government says 208 incidents of looting and vandalism were recorded on Wednesday. The country's consumer goods regulatory body estimates that more than 800 retail shops had been looted. Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has guaranteed repelling attacks by the country's enemies after rebels recaptured major cities in southern Tigray, made advances towards Amhara region, and launched a French offensive. A unilateral ceasefire that was declared last month, according to Abiy, was to avoid further conflict, to provide the people with a reprieve during the famine season, and to allow aid operations to proceed without excuse. He urged Ethiopians to remain united and stand behind the Ethiopian army and resist outside pressure and internal provocation. Augustin Matata Ponyo, former Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Finance Minister, has been placed under house arrest by the country's constitutional court pending an investigation into embezzlement charges. The probe for the alleged corruption began July 5th when 6 members of the Senate office agreed to a demand by the prosecutor of the Constitutional Court to remove Matata's parliamentary immunity. His lawyer, Onyemba, says the court was accusing the former Prime Minister of having ordered the payment of more than $110 million to fictitious creditors and alleged victims of Zarianization, which entailed expropriating the assets of foreign entrepreneurs bought without compensation. Amnesty International, in a report released on Thursday, says migrants held in Libyan detention camps are subject to horrific sexual violence at the hands of guards, including being forced to barter sex for clean water, food, and access to sanitation. Since the fall of late Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, the suffering, insecurity, and chaos has made the North African country a preferred point of departure for irregular migrants who want to cross the Mediterranean Sea to European shores. More than 16,000 migrants have been intercepted in 2021 alone, while 234 died and 510 went missing off the Libyan coast on the central Mediterranean route, according to the International Organization for Migration. This is your digital first Pan-Africa news network, TOS Television. You are watching Africa Now. We move to business after the break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. In business, the Nigerian Senate has directed 59 federal government agencies to return over 300 billion naira funds allegedly misappropriated from 2013 to 2015 to the nation's treasury within 60 days. The Senate took the decision after considering the reports by the Committee on Public Accounts on the annual report of the Auditor General for the Federation on the accounts of the Federation for the year that ended 31st December 2015. Despite effects from the COVID-19 pandemic, latest statistics show Zimbabwe's farmers at the 2021 tobacco auction season delivered 185 million kilograms of the golden leaf worth $517 million US. Tobacco is Zimbabwe's second foreign currency earner after gold, with China and South Africa being the major buyers of the golden leaf. The average price for the 2021 selling season was $2.73 per kg, up to 13% 6% compared to last year. With the contract sales still in progress, this year's tobacco deliveries are expected to go above 200 million kilograms, well above 190 kilograms sold in last year's marketing season. Real estate project developers in Kenya have been greatly affected by a 50% increase in global steel prices amid supply chain disruptions in India and China caused by the pandemic. Data from the London Metal Exchange, the Center for Industrial Metals Trading, shows that the price of a ton of steel bars has risen from 40,000 Kenyan shillings in April 2020 to 81,000 this week. This will translate to higher costs for builders. And away from business, to protect Africa's highest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzanian authorities on Wednesday imposed a ban on logging in the East Africa's nation's national park. A statement issued by the Minister for Natural Resources and Tourism, Nnamdi, during his official visit to the park, says residents living along the foot of the mountain invade parts of the national park that was created to protect the mountain are involved in tree felling. Nnamdi urged the management of the parks to ensure that the ban is observed to the letter to save the area from deforestation. And on COVID-19, South Sudan Health Ministry has assured citizens not to be alarmed about the country running out of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines, coming just 2 months after donating its vaccines to Kenya. In March this year, South Sudan received 132,000 vaccine doses from the COVAX facility. South Sudan's Ministry of Health says only about 50,000 people have been vaccinated so far, against an estimated population of 13 million people. And that is Africa Now. For more updates, to visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. To stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Ukmade. Thanks for watching.